Okay, everybody, I think we're ready to get started. If you are, today is terribly exciting, the day that we've been waiting for a long, long time. But my name's Paul Kramer, and I just want to welcome all of you here for this major announcement today. And I also want to take a minute and just say thanks so much to the community and the outpouring of support that we've seen from the very start. Whether it was SPLOST that was being voted on, or the bonds that went through to get here, this community has shown up and shown out for not only the arena, but for the music and for the hockey team. And I just really want to say thank you. A couple of folks that I do need to thank, because you know that this doesn't happen without lots and lots of people. So I want to thank our mayor and commission, and I know we've got a couple of commissioners in the room. Would you just stand and be recognized? Let's give them a quick round of applause. We also have State Representative Houston Gaines that just walked in, and I want to recognize him. And I believe that Kennedy is here as well, Marcus Wiedauer's daughter, who is representing him. There she is right there. So thank you for that. And my board of directors, I've seen a few of you come into the room, so if you would wave at everyone so they know who you are, I want to say thank you to them. And then to my own staff, just thanks so much for getting us to where we are. I was telling Peter earlier that we've actually been working on this thing for 10 years just to get to the point where we are today. So it does take a little bit to get things rolling. Venue milestones behind me, you're really seeing where we are kind of real time with the venue right now. And, you know, we did the groundbreaking, then we did kind of the topping out with the steel. But I am proud to say that now the entire roof is done, and they are quickly closing in, getting us to a dried-in point. And we do have 100% commitment from J.E. Dunn to deliver this building by November 15th. We had several meetings, so yep. So it's going to be super exciting to finally get the building, get our team in, begin to work through and test the systems so we can be ready for the major things that are going to come on. I do want to say that staff and I are working really hard, thinking about the first weekend, which will probably be in December, and what we're going to mix in between the hockey games and try to make it a real community event so we can open this building to the entire community and let them see what we've built. I think it's going to be very, very exciting as we go on. I also would be remiss if I didn't thank my sponsors. We have huge sponsors, founding partners, and we have representatives from Coca-Cola here. If you give them a smile, thank you. First American Bank, Thornton Brothers, and Akins Ford, all are major, major sponsors of the new arena. And then some of our other partners, mainly Pacquiolin, our ticketing company, and OVG and Live Nation are a major partner with us going forward. And today's announcement is really huge. And so without further ado, I want to introduce Peter Conlon, Chairman of the Board of Live Nation, Georgia. Peter?
Good morning. Thanks for coming. This is really a big day for Athens, and I think people in the industry know it more than maybe the people in Athens, but you'll catch on sooner or later. I have a certain personal attachment to Athens. I went to the University of Georgia from 1971 to 1975, and I was chairman of the concert committee for the student union and also for the Interfraternal Council. I don't know if they still do shows or not, but we changed focus when I got involved and started really pursuing rock bands. In those days, production wasn't an issue. You used local production. You called a sound company or a lighting company and you did minimal. The artist would show up in a truck with their gear. That's not the case today. It's all production driven. I think we used Stegman Hall a lot. The first show I think I got the school to do was Elton John. And then we had the Allman Brothers, Leon Russell and the Shelter People, Frank Zappa, Yes, Chicago. They all did very well. I got a young guy who was just starting out named Billy Joel to play for $5,000. And he drove up in a U-Haul, and I helped him unload it. And then he showed me how you slide on stage with leather shoes backstage for about a half hour. And we had another band called the Eagles. We paid $7,500 to play Reed Quadrangle. And I got Jimmy Buffett to play the Memorial Ballroom for $1,000. And I think they all went on to do pretty well. But this is the first building in Athens that has production capabilities. We didn't have that in any of those buildings. We used ground support, which nobody does now. But you can actually rig in this building, so you'll be able to attract major talent. And for the first time in Athens, have touring talent that can play a good-sized venue, you know. So without further flourish, we'll announce that on December 14th this year, your first show will be the B-52s. We couldn't think of a better band for Athens that is touring, and Adam Cohen in my office deserves all the credit for booking this and having the idea. Tickets will go on sale on the 19th. I hope you all will support the show and support the venue. And I want to introduce Valina Vega, who is an Athens legend and who knows much more about Athens than I do. Thank you.
Okay, I'm a little nervous, I'm a little excited. I know so many of y'all, so bear with me here. Good morning. It's an honor to be a part of this big day as we announce our first concert at the Classic Center Arena. Athens' own B-52s of Montreal will be opening, which I'm very excited about. A big thank you to Paul Kramer, Peter Conlon, and Adam Cohen. My name is Valina Vigo. This is a little bit about my story. I've been in Athens for 40 years. I first heard the B-52s back in 1978, growing up in Atlanta, on WRAS, Georgia State Radio, and they absolutely blew my mind. The song was Rock Lobster, and it launched a new wave of music worldwide, and now is one of the many classic songs. Little did I know that a few years later, I'd be living in Athens, fronting my own all-girl band, and sharing a space with REM, a practice space with REM and Love Tractor. Sometimes Fred and Cindy of the B-52s would even stop by to see my band play. They were great people who encouraged all Athens musicians to find their own voice. I idolized Cindy Wilson of the B-52s, and I still do. The B-52s put Athens on the map, and we all know it. We have such a huge respect and love for them. They are true pioneers. Fast forward to 1991 when I started working at the legendary 40 Watt. We've done some really fun things with the B-52s and their side projects over the years. I just celebrated my 33rd year at the 40 Watt this past April. Thank you. Thank you. I brought over 6,000 shows to Athens just at the 40 Watt, and I will continue to do my part to keep Athens vital by bringing great artists to our city. 7 years ago, I started another chapter in my music career working with Live Nation. I'm honored to work with Peter and Adam Cohen, and it's really special to team up with them on the first show at the Classic Center Arena with the B-52s. And I'm more excited to see what we are going to do moving forward, bringing national and international arena acts to Athens, Georgia. It would be an understatement to say how excited I was a few years back when Paul Kramer told me Athens would have its very own arena, and he asked me how I felt about it. My imagination went into overdrive thinking of all the cool things we could do here, and today that vision is becoming a reality. Athenians should be proud of this arena and this next chapter in our storied music history. The P-52s are perfect to represent Athens in the launch of the new Classic Center Arena because they embody the spirit of the Athens music scene from the very start. Like Athens, the B-52s have gone from house parties to the 40 Watt to becoming internationally known and loved. And now the band opening the new arena is an important symbol of the next chapter of our music history. So let's all remember this is only the beginning of taking the Athens music scene to the next level. We now have a 6,500 capacity venue for the people of Athens to enjoy. And we can now host arena shows that would never have come to Athens, but probably always wanted to. For sure. For sure. For sure. So thank you for all being here today and spreading the word about the very first show. I know that Athens is going to rally because that's what we do. And now I'd like to introduce you to Katie Williams, VP of Sales and Marketing at the Classic Center Arena.
Thank you all for being here today. We are so excited to bring the B-52s home to Athens to open the new Classic Center Arena. Excuse me, I'm looking for my notes. Excuse me. As you've heard from Valina, the B-52s are iconic here in Athens, and they've played an integral role in the rich music history of our community. And now, once again, they're playing an integral role with the opening of our arena as we enter a new era of entertainment here in Athens. When our new professional hockey team engaged the community to help decide its name, it was the B-52s who helped with more than 9,000 votes on Instagram to establish the Crustacean Nation and officially name the Rock Lobsters hockey team. Our community is so excited about the Rock Lobsters, and on Friday night they had a meet and greet with the coach and completely sold out of the Rock Lobsters merch. So that legacy with B-52s and the hockey team is crucial. And it's the B-52s who, along with other Georgia artists, are going to be so prominently featured throughout the concourse of the arena with the Georgia Music Collection by the University of Georgia Libraries. Their memorabilia, as well as a video with Cindy, will be on display at the opening of the arena. So perhaps it's fate and only fitting that it's the B-52s who are our first concert at our new arena. I hope everyone will join us here in Athens on December 14th for this concert. Let's rock. Now, I'm happy to introduce the general manager of the arena, Danny Bryant.
Well, thank you, Katie, and to Paul, Peter, and Valina as well. Just in this brief time that you've spoken, it's amazing to see the picture of Athens that you've all painted and the brushstrokes that the B-52s have had on it. On behalf of the entire team at the Classic Center and Classic Center Arena, we want to thank you all for trusting us to add a new splash of color to that tapestry of the Athens music scene and B-52's storied career. I'd also like to highlight the efforts of Madison Durea, our Director of Booking with the Oakview Group here at the Classic Center Arena, who has worked hand in hand with Peter and his team to help bring this first show to fruition. We're grateful for her industry savvy, tireless work ethic, and persistent promotion of Athens. We'd also like to thank all of you who have joined us as partners and premium seating holders who have believed in this dream when it was still a blank canvas. We know this announcement excites you and gives you a sign of new events to come to our new venue. With that, it wouldn't be a B-52's announcement if the party stopped at the end of the show. We hope that you join us next door in the Empire Room for refreshments and a celebration of the B-52's career in Athens. Any members of the media joining us today, and all of your speakers will be available for questions, and we'll be offering tours of the arena starting at noon. It'll be leaving from the Empire Room. And I want to take this opportunity to show you maybe the first opportunity of what these promotions will look like coming out for the B-52s playing here at the Classic Center Arena on December 14th.
Get ready for the B-52s live. The world's greatest party band in concert. Saturday, December 14th, the first ever concert at the Classic Center Arena in Athens, Georgia. The B-52s with special guest of Montreal. Tickets on sale Friday 10 a.m. at ClassicCenter.com. Don't miss the B-52s live.
Last call. Last chance to dance.
And with that, we hope you all join us. Thank you.